Welcome to another installment of my top 10 lists of 2024, and this is notoriously the most expensive top 10, because these are my top 10 favorite 1/6 scale figures. This encompasses figures released in the year 2024, as well as figures I picked up in the year, because I am not one of those super crazy Hot Toys collectors that gets absolutely everything. I cherry pick the figures that really mean a lot to me, and I got 11 figures this year. Well, technically I got 13, but 2 of them I literally got on New Year's Eve, and I did not open until New Year's Day. So I think just for the sake of giving 2025 a chance to have at least 10 figures, I'm going to push them off for 2025. Besides, I have so many to talk about here. So this was a very Batman-heavy year for me. I went pretty deep into getting Hot Toys 1/6 scale Batman stuff, and the figure you're looking at here is my number 11, the honorable mention. Deathstroke was this close to making it on the list, but for whatever reason, this figure just, I love it. I absolutely love it, don't get me wrong. I have some deep connection to Arkham Origins Deathstroke, but it just didn't, hit like I thought it would. I expected this guy to be a lot more, fun to pose, and I expected the accessories to work a little bit better. But he was kind of letting me down in a few ways. Number one, the copy I got was pre-owned, and I think the owner wasn't really clear enough about some of the issues. And, the staff broke, right away. It was already broken, but he, barely re-glued it, and there's, no reinforcement, and I don't have, the tools to, add a metal rod in there. So that kind of, I think, might have been a factor. Just kind of the bum factor of getting a pre-owned figure that kind of had some issues. But also, I don't know. Like I said, I don't think it just hit like I expected. But don't get me wrong, I love this figure. This is by far my favorite figure of Deathstroke. I love the character of Deathstroke. He's one of my favorite DC characters. Grew up with Teen Titans. I remember bringing my Xbox 360 to a hotel room because I just got an Arkham Origins and I didn't want to stop playing it. So, during the downtime in the hotel room, I literally, played the Deathstroke boss fight for the first time, and it blew my mind. It was incredible. I'm going to tell this tales on these figures and why they're so important to me, by the way. Because that's what Hot Toys are to me. They're there's a story behind each one. There's some sort of significance, some sort of reason why it just spoke to me. And I still love this Arkham Origins Deathstroke, but it takes the number 11 spot because the other ones just hit a little bit more or just a little bit more special to me. Still love this one, though. And full disclaimer, I might not be able to fit all of the figures in the background like I have in the past. So some of them might just vanish and get shifted along as we progress. But next up for number 10, we have the Hot Toys Clone Commander Cody. You may be thinking, a Commander Cody Hot Toys on number 10 for JCC? That's crazy. Well, yeah, it's, Chrome Commander Cody. Of course, I needed this in my life. Commander Cody's my favorite character ever. But the reason why this guy is so low is because, yes, he looks gorgeous. Yes, I love the novelty of this. But that's the thing. This is just a novelty piece. I already have Commander Cody. He was, my second Hot Toys I ever got. You love Commander Cody, and this figure is great. But again, it's just a novelty. This isn't something that really fits into the greater collection. It's kind of its own thing. And on top of that, you can't really touch him without gloves. So I haven't posed him in ages because I don't want to put on gloves just to pose my Hot Toys figure. It's incredible, though. I would never get any other Chrome Hot Toys figures. I'm good with Commander Cody here. He's my boy. I don't need any others. But I still really enjoy it. It's cute that they did Cody. Especially odd that they did Cody over Rex. You would expect them to have done a Chrome Rex. But I'm sure that'll happen at some point. But yeah, definitely, number 10. Not that significant because, like I said, it's a novelty. But it's a novelty of my favorite character. Up next at number 9, this is my only non-Hot Toys figure on the list. You might be able to guess what company it is. It is the Fig Zero Cobra Commander. I love G.I. Joe. My favorite toy line growing up was G.I. Joe, the Spy Troops Valor vs. Venom era. And naturally, being a boy that loves the color blue and also loves cool helmeted characters, I was very drawn to Cobra Commander. Now, this isn't my first 1/6 scale Cobra Commander. I have the Sideshow Crimson Cobra Commander. He's hooded, he's red, he looks incredible, he looks great next to the Crimson Guard, but I wanted the classic blue helmeted Cobra Commander. And I had known Sideshow had done it, but when I started getting them, I knew that 3-0 was starting G.I. Joe stuff, and I told myself, surely 3-0 is going to do a helmeted blue Cobra Commander. I'm going to wait and see what 3-0 does, and boy, am I glad I waited. This is an awesome, awesome figure. I love me some good old CC, and the cape, the accessories, the staff, the helmet, the feel of this figure as well. 3-0 figures feel great. Yeah, this was definitely one of my favorite figures, period, of the year. Definitely my favorite G.I. Joe figure. It's incredible. And I am really, really, really hoping and praying and begging that 3-0 does a Cobra Bat. I know 3-0 would absolutely nail the Cobra Bats. It would be an all-new figure, I understand that. Maybe not from the waist down with the pants, but like you would need a whole like robotic figure from the waist up. And given how great they do with DLX Transformers, I think a Cobra Bat from 3-0 would be the most legendary thing of all time. So fingers crossed. I love what 3-0 does. I hope that I have the opportunity to get more, and I'm very happy that they did Cobra Commander. This next figure I feel is one of the reasons why I'm not going to be able to keep everybody on the desk. Next up at number 8 is the Hot Toys Starboost Iron Man. Oh my gosh. So I chose to be very selective with my Hot Toys Iron Man figures because I love Iron Man. I feel like if I delved too deep, I would be getting the Mark II, the Mark V, the Mark 85, the Mark 7. I would be getting so many of my other favorite suits. But I decided to reel it back. I wanted a plastic figure because I had the die-cast 45. I mean, I say had, I still have it. And I have the die-cast Iron Patriot. I love those. But I wanted one of the plastic ones. And out of all the plastic ones, my favorite suit that they had done was Starboost. I love Starboost. And this figure is sick. Do not let the fact that it is a plastic figure detract from how great this is. Hot Toys nailed it with Starboost. I don't have the lights on, but the lights are very impressive on this one. They illuminate pretty much the entire jetpack. I love this whole carbon fiber hexagonal looking design to him. The white looks really nice and glossy. I love the gold highlights. Aw, dude. I feel like one of the reasons why I picked this one up is because I was so disappointed that Comic Cave, the company making like the 1/12 scale diecast Iron Man figures, canceled their Starboost. But I just love Starboost, dude. This whole look kind of reminds me of like a Buzz Lightyear Iron Man. And I think that's one of the reasons why I just had to grab this. I had the opportunity to get it at the good old toy department, which I feel like I might want to play that game again. Guess how many of these I got at the toy department. I think we'll do that. I don't know the order of these coming out, but I also played that game with my pickups video. I got a lot of these at the toy department. Obviously, you know, one of them. So, yeah, let's play that game at the end. How many did I get at the toy department this year? But yeah, this Starboost is incredible. It's making me kind of debate getting maybe a few more Iron Man figures, especially since this year I went pretty heavy into Batman. It's kind of odd having like 2 Tony Stark Iron Mans and literally like 5 Batmans. Yeah, I got a lot of Batman this year. Might as well start talking about those Batmans. At number 7, we have the Hot Toys Arkham City Batman. This figure ain't perfect. I fully acknowledge that. He has a rubber suit that greatly limits his articulation. He can't really move too much at all, actually. He's pretty much very static other than like bending his elbow, moving his hips a little bit. Like, yeah, he is a very, very static figure. But Arkham City is my favorite Batman media ever. I didn't bring his base. I should have brought his base because I don't think his ankles want to keep him up. Yeah, Arkham City is my favorite Batman media ever. I've played the Arkham City campaign every possible way you can play it, a million times over. I very frequently just boot up Arkham City on my PC and just play some challenge maps. Pretty much do that every day. Yeah, I played so much Arkham City in 2024, and I felt like it was very appropriate and necessary to get the Hot Toys Arkham City Batman. Now, I do acknowledge, like I already said, it ain't perfect. Another issue is the cape. The cape needs to, like, start closer to the neck and, like, go around the shoulder more, but it kind of starts, like, right here at the shoulder. But I think the head sculpt is great. I think the texturing on the suit is great. I love the coloring. I actually like the feel of the suit. I just wish the body underneath was a little bit more rough and rigid to actually hold poses. It's a very rubbery suit, but it's a great figure for an Arkham City fan. But if you're getting this, wanting it to be super posable and everything, this ain't it. You need to look elsewhere. And when it comes to looking elsewhere, I don't really think you need to look much further than the Hot Toys Arkham Knight Batman Beyond Batman. If you want a posable Batman from Hot Toys, this is it. He has this really nice, like, jumpsuit material for his suit. He has a lot of armor layers. I love the different colors, the gunmetals, the flat blacks, the glossy blacks, the metallic reds. I love this, like, faceplate where you can kind of see the mouth behind it, but it still looks like a faceplate. I mean, technically this is still Bruce Wayne Batman, but kind of in my heart, you know, as a big fan of Batman Beyond, this is kind of my representation of, like, Terry McGinnis in my Hot Toys collection. And again, I'm sure this is Bruce, like, I guess older Bruce, you know, because he did use the suit, but essentially it's just a skin in the video game. But I think whoever designed this skin for the video game, oh my gosh, you made an incredible skin. Look at this thing, dude. Oh my gosh, even around the back. Like, he has so much cool detailing and everything. I love that he comes with a wired display base, because he does have, like, the cape you can have out. You can pose him like he's flying. But for my limited display space and, you know, just with how I feel, I decided to pose him kind of going in for a critical strike, if you will. Ah, dude, this one's really sick. Definitely one of the most fun figures to play with and pose around this year. But it's still not my favorite Batman that came out. I'm being dead serious. Because next up, I teased this guy in my 2023 video, and I finally got him this year. The Hot Toys Robert Pattinson Batman. Yeah, incredible. Absolutely incredible. I think Hot Toys absolutely nailed it with this one. I love the faceplate options. I love the suit. I don't really think I need to get the in-art. I'm not big on, you know, the fact that in-art is just a touch better, but for a much higher cost, I think Hot Toys is still a very decent and very amazing company. But I do appreciate that there is some competition, because it is allowing Hot Toys to innovate and add more of these rolling eyeballs and more, like, artisan pieces. It's allowing for more innovation, where I feel like Hot Toys kind of stagnated there for a while. This Pattinson is incredible. I like displaying him with the, you know, the grapple gun coming out of his arm. But he comes with so much to display. You have so many different options. Love the head sculpt. It's magnet, right? Yeah, it's a magnet head sculpt. But it's an incredible head sculpt. I did do a full review of this guy, comparing him to a very cheap Spin Master 12-inch Batman, if you want to see more details on this guy. I didn't review a lot of Hot Toys in 2024, but this is one that I reviewed. I'm very happy to have Robert Pattinson in my Hot Toys collection, because he is one of my absolute favorite Batman actors that has ever been seen on screen. But I honestly don't know if he's my absolute favorite, because I still have quite the soft spot for Michael Keaton. The Hot Toys Michael Keaton Batman 89 figure. Again, it's not perfect. I do see some of the gripes. But I honestly think that the rubber body, or like this, you know, rubber suit, and like the joints and everything, it holds way better than the Arkham City figure. This guy can actually pose. Like, you can actually pose him in actual poses. I definitely appreciate that. But I kind of like him just standing there with the cape over him. You know, he's got a nice wire in the cape. I love the Michael Keaton head sculpts. Probably one of my favorite faceplates, though, is the bloody one with the smile. Kind of based on, you know, when he's confronting Joker and he's like, I created you, you created me. And then, Spider-Man, why'd you create that guy? But yeah, going back to when I was a kid, watching Batman 89, Michael Keaton was my Batman. Love Christian Bale. I've had the Christian Bale Hot Toys for a while. And I made the decision I wanted my favorite iterations of Batman in Hot Toys form. So I have Kevin Conroy with Arkham City. I have Christian Bale. I have Michael Keaton. I have Robert Pattinson. And for fun, I have Terry McGinnis, I guess. Batman Beyond. I'm probably done getting Hot Toys Batmans. I don't think I need to go and get like all of them because I don't like Affleck or Adam West enough to get them. The Kilmer looks nice. The Clooney also looks nice, but I don't know. I'm tempted to get the Bane that just came out. That might be on the 2025 list. Let's be honest, it probably will. I'm really hoping, though, the Hot Toys does Arnie. I need a Mr. Freeze. I have the Mondo one, but I need a Hot Toys Arnie Mr. Freeze with lights and bells and whistles and everything. But I am definitely a big fan of this Michael Keaton Batman. I think they nailed it. And it's funny, you can actually move the head quite a bit. Like, it moves up a lot, it moves down a lot. And you can move it side to side pretty well, you know, considering the design. But it does also have rolling eyeballs if you want to have him looking around instead of, you know, just staring straight. I don't know why I have his eyes not moved, but, you know, it's okay. His eyes are moved at least. But anyways, we have, 3 more? Oh, I think I might be able to fit them. We'll see. Next up at number 3, you know how big I am on the Troopers. I decided not to unpose this guy from how he was posed in my cabinet, so bear with me. Number 3 has to go to Hot Toys Commander Fox. Commander Fox is one of my absolute favorite clone characters, and I was shocked when they announced that they were doing Commander Fox. Not just Commander Fox, but Fox in his Phase 1 armor, because this is my favorite look for Fox. I am so happy to have one of my favorite clone characters in one of my favorite looks in my Hot Toys collection. They nailed it with this Commander Fox. I love the detail, I love the look, I love the paint application, and the Hot Toys clone is very poseable. Like, he can kneel, he can look great. I'm so happy with this one. I have very little issue with it, if any issue. I'm very excited for Commander Wolf as well to join the Clone Wars Classic Commander lineup. I don't know if I'll display him Phase 1 or Phase 2, but I definitely pre-ordered Wolf right away. Can't wait to get more clones in my Hot Toys collection. This may not be the last clone on the list either. Fox is down over there. You just have to believe me. Number 2, I think I might have to raise it up and take it back a little bit, because number 2 is the companion piece to my number 1 last year. I don't know if you remember, my number 1 was Green Goblin. So, had to get Toby Maguire Spider-Man. I look at this figure and it makes my soul so happy. Toby Maguire Spidey was my boy when I was in like preschool, kindergarten, all that. Because I was born late 98. So like 2002, I was, you know, essentially a toddler. So Toby Spidey, the first Spider-Man movie with Green Goblin, meant so much to me. And it was very nice to see him back in Spider-Man No Way Home. And it was even nicer to see that Hot Toys made the figure. And I think Hot Toys nailed it. There are a couple little issues I have here and there. The suit, I think, is perfect. I love the suit. I love how it poses. I haven't had any major issues with creasing. Like, I literally have kept it, like, in this pose. And I moved the arm back down, and I don't really see any creasing. One of my biggest issues is the neck. I understand why they did it, so you could have the Tobey Maguire head sculpt. But this guy, dude, like, for the dynamic poses, he really needed, like, the ball joint at the base of the neck. Because I feel like he just looks stiff without that joint down there. I really wish that connection wouldn't have just been a clip. I wish it would have been, like, a ball joint, where you actually could have, like, moved it around and everything. I understand it would have probably broken up the sculpt a little bit, but he needed that extra range of motion. That's, like, my only complaint. Because other than that, dude, this is Spider-Man. This is my Spider-Man. I understand that Hot Toys has made 1 million Spider-Man figures. This is the only one I need. I know I have several different Batmans. That's because Batman's my favorite superhero. Spider-Man, very near and dear to me. He is not my favorite superhero. He's my third. It's Batman, Iron Man, Spider-Man. If I get another Spider-Man Hot Toys, it would be the black suit Tobey Maguire. Like, simple as that. That's what it would be. That one hasn't come out yet. I will wait and see once that releases, if that's speaking my language. I might end up with a second Spider-Man. But again, it would be Tobey Maguire, because he's my Spider-Man. I love Andrew. Tom's okay. But Toby is my boy. So for my number 1, I understand this is going to be controversial, because there are inaccuracies. There are issues. There are shortcuts. Hot Toys should not be doing that. But honestly, just the fact that this exists, this was a dream figure for me. Literally, when I was collecting Hot Toys, when I started into it, I told myself, if they make these guys, I'm easily going to snag them all. At least the ones that are iconic to my childhood. This guy means so much to me. It's Hot Toys Scorch. Again, I understand it's not perfect. I understand there are issues. But just the fact that there is a Hot Toys Republic Commando Scorch is astonishing to me. I have the plain white Commando on pre-order, and I've been toying with the idea of getting the Camino Commando. I don't need the Camino one because it's not a childhood Commando, but, whew, man, I'll be damned if it doesn't look good. It looks so good. It might just be because there isn't a 6-inch one yet. Maybe I'm a little thirsty for that color of Commando. But man, I'm really hoping that they do Fixer, they do Sev, and they do Boss. I'm really hoping they do. If they brand him Clone Wars, I don't care. Like, just reuse this body. I don't care. I need the rest. Because this Scorch is incredible. I remember getting the original Scorch at the old toy store. That's what we called it. It was actually the Earth Collectible Toy Mall in Pleasant Ridge, Ohio. I remember getting that guy when I was a kid. And, ooh, one of my favorite figures. Loved having Scorch. And the fact that there is a Hot Toys of him is once again mind-blowing. I am awestruck at how incredible this figure is, at least to me. Again, I acknowledge its shortcomings. It's not the greatest when it comes to quality. But I don't care. It's my favorite, dude. It's my favorite. And with that, there we go. There's my top 10, technically top 11, Hot Toys figures of 2024. These are all my acquisitions. These are all the figures that I got that were released in the year. Oh my god. I love Hot Toys, dude. I know one is a 3-0, but it's all the same, isn't it? I do want to take a moment to look ahead to 2025 and what I'm looking forward to getting Hot Toys and 6th scale wise in 2025. I have Artisan Anakin on pre-order. That's big hype. Hopefully that ships here soon. I do have these like Sith Stalker, well, technically not Stalker, but the Sith Lord Starkiller on pre-order. That one's very exciting. Cannot wait to get that. That one should be probably my next figure. The two that I got on New Year's Eve that I did not open until New Year's Day. Well, one of them I haven't even opened yet. I got the old Hot Toys Sand Trooper, the orange pauldron, and I got Hot Toys Deluxe Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan. Oh my gosh. That was insane. Those were great. I might get Bane, not decided yet. I did pre-order Wolf and the Wolf Pack, not sure if when those are coming out. General Grievous, I have him on pre-order. That's very exciting. I'm thinking I want to get the Revenge of the Sith Palpatine. That one looks incredible. I might want to track down PT Yoda as well. That one would be very nice with Palpatine and Obi-Wan. What else? I pre-ordered a third-party Power Rangers Ninja Storm figure. That's very exciting. Power Rangers Ninja Storm was like literally my first memory my entire life, dressing up as that Red Ranger. So I definitely want that in my 6th scale collection. Other than that, man, not quite sure. Hoping that I might get a Snow Trooper this year, but I might just have to wait for a reissue on that. Yeah, 2025 is looking to be a pretty big year for Hot Toys. And hey, we did play our game. Do we want to go ahead and go through that? Out of these 11 figures, how many of them did I get at the toy department? You can't see them, but Deathstroke I ordered on eBay. Arkham City Batman I got at the toy department. Chrome Commander Cody I ordered on Sideshow. 3-0 Cobra Commander I got at the toy department. Batman Beyond I ordered on eBay. Toby Spidey was Sideshow. Scorch was Sideshow. Fox was Sideshow. Patterson was Sideshow. But Michael Keaton Batman and Starboost were also from the toy department. So out of these, I got 4 of them at the toy department this year. Man, toy department's even hooking me up with Hot Toys, dude. It's insane. Oh, dude, I love that place. Alrighty, guys, that's pretty much it. I've said everything I've got to say on these. Absolutely love these figures. I love 1/6 scale collecting. I'm very happy and very blessed that I am now in a situation where I can add these incredible figures to my collection. These are my favorite figures of the year. Like, if I did, like, top 10 action figures, it would just be these. Seriously, like, that's why I have this as its own list, because other figures need time to shine. I can't be cramming the top 10 action figures with Hot Toys when that is literally going to be the entire list. But it has to have its own list. It has to. I'll definitely do a list next year, even if I do not reach 10 acquisitions. But honestly, you're listing off all the ones I have on pre-order and the ones I'm thinking about, I might end up with 10 by the end of the year, dude. I've already got two. I've already got two for 2025 lined up. The Sane Trooper and Obi-Wan. So we'll see how that goes. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you picked up any Hot Toys this year, and if so, which ones? Absolutely love Hot Toys 1/6 scale collecting. And hopefully you are in a situation as well where you could get some figures of your own. I know a lot of people loved that Kenobi Darth Vader. Me personally, I've already got the New Hope one. I didn't need the Kenobi one. Alrighty guys, thank you very much again for watching. Special shout out to channel members, as always. Thank you all so much for the continued support. Have a good one guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.